The desert begins almost immediately once the city ends. Driving south from Dubai on the highway toward Al Ain, the built environment thins within 30 minutes, and the landscape opens into the flat, gravelly plain of the Arabian interior. The dunes proper lie another hour east, in the area of the Dubai Desert Conservation Reserve and the broader landscape of the Rub al Khali, the empty quarter that extends from the UAE's southern border for roughly 1,000 kilometers into the heart of Saudi Arabia. It is the largest continuous sand desert on Earth, an area of approximately 650,000 square kilometers of sand, and the Dubai dunes at its northern edge offer a relatively accessible introduction to terrain of genuine strangeness and beauty. The dune safari is an established part of Dubai's visitor economy, running with the efficiency of an industry that has been organized and refined over decades. The standard operation collects visitors by SUV from city hotels in the mid-afternoon, drives them to the conservation area east of the city, and conducts a session of dune bashing, driving at speed over steep sand faces in modified four-wheel drive vehicles before arriving at a semi-permanent Bedouin camp as the sun descends. The dune bashing is exactly what its name suggests, thrilling in proportion to your tolerance for being thrown sideways in a vehicle climbing a 50-degree sand slope. The camp that follows offers camel rides, sandboarding, henna, and a dinner under the stars. Shisha pipes and traditional Arabic coffee are served. The production quality of this experience varies significantly between operators. The better camps are genuinely atmospheric. The tents are furnished with traditional Gulf textiles, the food is properly prepared, and the distance from the city is sufficient to make the night sky meaningful. The lesser operations feel compressed and transactional, the dinner buffet more closely resembling an airport catering operation than anything connected to the landscape. The landscape itself requires no operator to appreciate. The dunes of the Dubai Desert Conservation Reserve rise to altitudes of over 100 meters. Star dunes, some of them, formed where winds from multiple directions converge and pile sand into the asymmetric pyramidal forms that are among the most beautiful natural shapes in the world. In the early morning and the last hour before sunset, when the light is low and the shadows are long, the dunes read like sculpture, every ripple visible, every crest sharp against the sky, the whole landscape reduced to a dialogue between light and form. Oryx and Arabian gazelles live within the reserve, and in the cooler months, the tracks of fennec foxes mark the sand in the early morning before the wind erases them. The serious engagement with the desert lies further out. The empty quarter proper, accessed by longer expeditions south, is several days of driving from the coastal city, and the experience of it bears no resemblance to the organized safari. It is simply desert, immense, silent, occasionally terrifying in the manner of any landscape that makes the human form feel genuinely small. Wilfred Thesiger crossed it twice on foot in the 1940s, traveling with Bedouin companions across terrain with no water sources for days at a stretch. And his account of those crossings, Arabian Sands, published in 1959, remains the most precise description of what the desert asks of those who enter it without shelter. The afternoon dune safari and the empty quarter represent opposite ends of the same engagement with the same landscape. Both are honest. One is a managed introduction, the other is the thing itself.